leaving Biscayne Bay, Florida, and the United States. That's Miami over there. And we are going for the Bahamas, where hopefully the weather will be better than here. 3 hours into the journey. We've been motoring all along. Still very dark clouds.
From our last anchorage in Biscayne Cay, we came back out. This nice S shape is because the Gulf Stream took us all the way to the north of Bimini, where we crossed the banks of Bahamas during the night, came in through the Northwest Passage and ended up at Chub Cay for New Year.
The sun finally popped below the clouds on top of Florida. Third of the way to the Bahamas, and it started raining. We are in the middle of the Gulf Stream, judging by this current. Still raining. 5 hours into the journey, the wind picks up. And we are sailing nicely. 15 miles to go to Bimini.
That concludes our passage across the Great Bahama Bank, just as dawn is rising. What a beautiful night's sail. Just a lovely gentle beam breach across the bank, 7-8 knots in 5 or 6 meters of water. Perfect. And now we've got a nice little last leg coming into Chub Cay, which is just here. Back into deep water, doing a nice 8 knots and very gentle 10 knots of breeze.
A very gentle sail.
Down comes the American flag. I think we stayed there a bit too long, don't you?
Customs flag goes up. The furling remote control is in action.
With the safety around my neck.
Coming into Chub Cay, we will dock into the marina. We are moored up. Very nice grounds. Going to the marina office for check-in formalities. Clubhouse is in full swing with preparations for tonight's party. Meanwhile, Glenn is filling the paperwork. Our job done for today. Time to relax.
Captain's going to take some rest.
After a full night shift.
Last day of 2019, on a beach.
With blue sea.
With blue sea, blue sky, at last. Welcome to paradise! This This is the Chub Cay 2020 New Year's Eve party.
Sort of a party.
Really, the party.
Half a party.
Yeah, half a party. Half a party. Mind you, we're going to go to the Naughty Rooster and see if anything naughty is happening there. Meanwhile, please enjoy the band.
And without a warning, we have fireworks. Happy New Year! It's officially midnight.
Somewhere in the world, but not here.
Here it's also 10 p.m.
We are in the Naughty Rooster.
That's how hard we party. 1st of January, New Year, new decade, same setting. Well, not for long. We'll be leaving in an hour.
We'll be out there somewhere.
I don't know where. Maybe in that anchorage in front of us, or maybe somewhere else. Same story. No plans. 24 hours later, our little adventure in Chub Cay is closed.
A little expensive adventure.
Yeah, $285. Bloody hell.
$10 an hour. That's why it's so empty. It's so expensive.
It was a very nice day though.
On New Year's Day, we left Chub Cay in the afternoon and had a very tranquil sail across the deep water here and into New Providence Island, or Nassau as it's commonly known. Very gentle New Year's Day sail today. Ambling along at about 5 knots. Very slow for cloudy. Hope she's not going to be like this all of 2020. Had the fishing rod out, but it seems like the fish aren't biting today. Maybe they partied too much last night. Chub Cay behind us. Sun going down. And in front of us, the tower blocks of Nassau just coming onto the horizon. About 15 miles away. Beautiful day. Once we arrived in Nassau Harbour, at first we came in and anchored in the dark right next to the cruise liners, and then the next morning we moved much closer to the dinghy dock in the main town, and we really enjoyed Paradise Island across here where all the main hotels and resorts are, and a beautiful beach across here.
Welcome to Nassau. Anchored last night in pitch black. This is what we wake up to. A little bit of a damp ashore here.
We had a bit of an early morning re-anchoring. Now that it's light, we can see where to go. We're further away from the cruise liners and all the wash, and a little bit closer to the Atlantis resort, which, interesting, is exactly the same as the Atlantis resort in Dubai. Not so pleasant, this view. Roads, bridges, ferries, and back onto the main island there.
In town it's a complete zoo, traffic and people wise. In translation, this is the so-called duty-free area. There are 5 cruise liners in town, so do the math. Maybe 20,000 tourists. That's an interesting building there. Let's have a look.
We have found the straw market. This is where some of the cruise liner people seem to be. They love this sort of stuff. Interesting building.
Slightly calmer traffic now.
Oh, straw market.
How did you enjoy the market, sir?
Well, not really my thing, but interesting. I like the building.
Colors, colors, colors.
Nice area.
Very colorful. Could we take a guess where these people are coming from?
I can't think. Sailing yachts? Would they be on sailing yachts? They don't look sailors.
They come from the big ships.
We are in the heart of Cruiserland. This restaurant has got very interesting scenery on the ceiling. Look at this. Someone's got a sense of humour. In the back streets, away from the crowds, we're probably seeing the real Nassau.
Such vivid colors. I miss the color of the sky. Didn't you?
Oh yes, that blue is beautiful.
Something else, something
Yes,
else.
it's not a Florida blue, that's for sure.
This must be the pink quarters.
I think they had a government issue of pink paint.
Bought too much of it. All the buildings are pink.
Very nice buildings.
Beautiful. Going across the bay to the upmarket area, Atlantis Hotel. And there she is, mothership.
We've come over in the dinghy to Atlantis, blabbed our way in without armbands or wristbands, and we're checking the place out before we commit to the marina. What do you think of the show so far?
Similar to Dubai.
Very similar.
Let's see how crowded it is.
Yeah. We could actually be in Dubai. Even the temperature's about the same. How working people live. 2 weeks a year. We have come across a very nice venue. The Four Seasons Ocean Club. Looks rather nice.
My sort of scene, definitely.
Your sort of scene?
Yeah.
It's gonna be pricey, but let's see. Very nice resort here. Reminds us of Anguilla. Clearly quite an exclusive place. Exclusive place for exclusive bunnies. It's putting a smile on her face. That's my bunny. She likes this sort of place. Can't really blame her, can you? It's gorgeous. That pool has a nice view, doesn't it?
Beautiful grounds. I'm in love with this resort.
I think we're in a private house.
Let's go around the roundabout then.
This is the wrong way though.
Is it?
The one and only beach resort from a different angle. Lovely colour water. Reminds us of Anguilla.
Next finding is the Paradise Harbor Ocean Club and Marina. Absolutely deserted, people-wise. Such a pity for these two pools here. Let's go have a look. Should we?
Yes, of course.
Beautiful day again. and such quiet surroundings. We shall make ourselves at home.
We seem to have landed ourselves quite a nice spot. In fact, I'd say we got it to ourselves. I don't know what it's called. I think it's Ocean Paradise Marina or something, but it's more like Glenn Paradise at the moment.
The second good find of the day.
Yeah. The Atlantis is sort of fading into sort of two-stardom, really.
We should cancel the reservation.
Is it nice in there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
A bit chilly.
Oh,
Oh, this is the
chilly. Show me if you're chilly. Let's see if you're chilly. No, you're not chilly.
This is the first swim of the season
For one
of us.
One of us.
Not eager to touch the salty sea. Pools are my scene, aren't they?
Pools and baths. Lovely, 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 lovely. Oh, something sharp on the bottom. What was that? Something bit me. Was it security?
Back to the Atlantis Marina and the Marina Village to retrieve the dinghy and have some lunch. It's all very nicely painted, wonderful displays, shops and cafes, but desperately quiet. Beautiful colors. The marina seems to be packed today. Lots of big boats. Farewell to the Atlantis Marina.
Nice try.
It turns out we are not going to bring Cloudy Bay here, not for $600. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Atlantis. It was nice knowing you. Thank you for the dinghy, Doc. That was quite useful. Just don't want any mooring.
No more rental cars. Today we went shopping in style. By bus. Comfy?
Uber here. Very comfy.
He's the mule for today. He carries all the shopping bags. I'm a bit delicate.
Yes. More delicate than normal.
Yeah, mentally. On a spur of the moment, we decided to leave Nassau.
Like in 5 seconds.
Yeah. It's 2 p.m. 35 miles to go. We'll arrive in the next anchorage at night. But, well, it should be a good wind, in theory.